Okay, you are going to get it free of charge. Free of charge. That is the second thing. Okay, then the third thing is the projects we are going to be working on. Okay, you would have free access to it. Lifetime access is what I mean. Free. You do not have to pay for it. Okay, that is exactly what is meant by filling the form. Okay, so filling the form is very important. All right, filling the form is very important. I need to mention this because it is very important for you to fill the form so you can have and enjoy, okay, every reasons of being here. Right, guys? Are we together? Are we together? Are we together? How many of us are ready to get in? Yes. How many of us are ready to get in? Are we ready to get in? Are we ready to get in? I am very ready, very much ready as facilitator for this particular session. I want to know if my guys, you of course you are my guys, if my guys are ready. Okay, if my guys are ready. All right, interesting. Okay, so if you are ready, there's one thing I need you to do for me. Just put ready, ready, ready. If you cannot put ready, if ready is too long for you to put, just put R in the chat box, in the chat box, in the chat box. I'm going to put R here. Okay, or I'm just going to put ready. Okay, so just put ready in the chat box if you are ready. If you are ready, I'm going to share my screen now. All right, please let me know once you can see my screen. Okay, let me know once you can see my screen. My screen is coming up. All right, so guys, can we see my screen? Can we see my screen? Can we all see my screen? Can we see my screen? Can everybody see my screen? Can everybody see my screen? All right. Can everybody see my screen? Okay, exactly. That is really amazing. So we have a reason why we are here. Okay, we have a reason why we are here. All right, we have a reason, maybe not a, but we have some reasons for being here. Okay, we have some reasons for being here. I asked you some questions, before now, and you gave me interesting answers to the questions. All right, now there are some questions I'll be asking you along the way. Okay, and I really need your engagement full time here, full time. Okay, full time. Hello, can anybody hear me? Can you hear me, please? All right, interesting. So I was speaking, as I was saying, okay, we want to look at the AI hedge. All right, the AI edge and what will make you stand out this year 2026. This year 2026. Okay, this year 2026. It is very important for us to have that conversation. Okay, it is very important for us to have that conversation. So I'm going to ask you a question now. Okay, guys, I am going to ask you all a question. And the question I'm going to ask you is very simple. Okay, the question I am going to ask you is very simple. What exactly is the question? Okay, the question is, why are you here? Okay, why are you here? Okay, of course you can't see my screen. I know my screen is coming up shortly. Okay. So the question is, why are you here, or why do you want to get into tech? That exactly is the question I want to ask you. Okay? Yes. Why are you here, and why do you want to get into tech? So you can just put the answer here in the chat box. Okay, my screen is coming up shortly. All right, my screen is coming up shortly. So why are you here? Okay, and why do you want to get into tech? Yes. Somebody would say tech, okay, is the latest oil of money, which is absolutely true. Guys, it is absolutely true. Okay, tech, okay, is the latest oil in time. Okay, tech is the latest oil that is available, okay, for you to dig and get the resources to make out the money. That is just true. Okay, I'm going to be walking you through, through some practical sessions, all right, where we are going to be seeing how, it makes absolute sense to, get into tech. Okay, why it makes sense, all right, to get into tech. All right. But then let me go to the chat box. I can see a couple of responses here in the chat box. Okay. So yeah, as I can see the leverage. Okay, the leverage to leverage the opportunity of the most recent technology advancement. So one won't be left behind. Exactly. Exactly. That is actually true. Okay, that is actually true. Yes. Moses also said, "Now money." Moses, you're my guy. I've decided to choose you as my guy. I love this comment. Now money. Yes, money. Money is actually one thing, okay, that brings her, or that brought me basically into tech. Yes, that brought me into tech. So maybe I should just tell you a very quick story about myself. All right, about myself. All right. I am Pius by name. I wish my screen is really coming up at this point. All right, just a minute, please. Okay. So basically, I am a teacher by profession. All right, and I have taught, sincerely, I've been in classroom for, you know, over 10 years now. That is just the truth. Okay. Since 2015, I've been in classroom. All right, and I have been teaching. All right, in classroom. But then there was a point in my life where I sat down and I reflected on one important question. And the question was, okay, what exactly do I want to get out of this, career, or this, out of the four walls of this classroom? Fine, I am still a teacher. I love being a teacher. I can teach. It's something I love to do. It is something I enjoy doing. Okay, it is something I enjoyed it. But I asked myself, what else can I do? What else, okay, can I do? So just a minute, please. My screen is going to come up soon. All right. So what else can I do? So after which I sat down and I reflected on this question. Okay. Then I was able to come up with an important answer that has changed my life today. Okay. That has changed my life. Okay. That has changed my life today. Okay. So, and what is the answer? The answer is going into tech. Okay. The answer is what? Going into tech. I want to also enjoy. Can anybody hear me? Can you hear me now? All right.
All right.
Just a
Just a
minute.
minute.
Can you hear me now? Okay,
Okay,
so
so
I
I
think
think
I'm
I'm
just
just
gonna
going to
dwell
dwell
on
on
this.
this.
So
So
can
can
you
you
hear
hear
me
me
now?
now? Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me? Can
Can
you
you
hear
hear
me?
me?
All
All
right.
right.
So
So
I'm
I'm
just
just
gonna
going to
go
go
on
on
to
to
share
share
my
my
screen.
screen.
All
All
right.
right.
So
So
yeah,
yeah,
as
as
I
I
was
was
saying,
saying,
okay, I hope we
we
can
can
hear
hear
me
me
now.
now.
We
We
can
can
all
all
hear
hear
me
me
now,
now,
right?
right?
We can all hear me now. Can we all hear me now? All right, interesting. So, as I was saying, okay, when I sat down and I reflected on, do I really want to make house, do I really want to make life out of the four walls of this classroom? Okay, then I came up with the solution that has changed my life for better today. All right, and what exactly is the solution? Okay, it is as simple as you know, going or transitioning into tech. And I can tell you for a fact, okay? Am I still echoing, please? I want feedback. Am I still echoing? Can you hear me? Yeah, can anybody hear me? Can you hear me now? Am I still echoing, please? All right, you can hear me now. Okay, apologies for that. Okay, so as I was saying, all right, I had to sit down and I reflected on how exactly I can make out all possibilities for me. Okay, how exactly I can sit down and bring something good out of my life. All right, that is exactly the point of why we are here. Okay, that is exactly the point of why we are here. So today we want to look into some skills. All right, some skills, AI skills you must actually build on now. Like I need to emphasize on one keyword that really stands for me here in this slide. Okay, and the keyword is this guy now. All right, now. All right, now. So I want to ask you questions like, oh, guys, are you ready, to explore the possibilities of, changing your life now? That is a major question. Are you ready, okay, to bring out something good from whatever you love to do? Maybe something you love to do, something you enjoy doing. As I said, I am a teacher and I love teaching. And now you can see me, okay? I am in tech and I still teach because it is something I really love to do. All right. Of course, I'm going to get into the profile of myself. So let's just go in. All right. Let's just go in. Okay. Let's just go in, guys. All right. So we are just going to go in very quickly. Okay. So there is a question now, which is why do you want to get into tech in the first place? Of course, one thing that made me get into tech is just money. I want to live better. I want to work remotely. All right. Yes, I do not want to stress. Okay, all the ups and downs of Lagos. Okay, I do not want that kind of life for myself. Okay, where I have to wake up 4 a.m. in the morning, 5 a.m. in the morning, 6 a.m. in the morning. Okay, going through the bus, jumping, fighting to enter the bus. All right, traffic, and how many of us live in Lagos? Do you live in Lagos? Do you live in Lagos? If you live in Lagos or you stay somewhere, very close to Lagos, you understand what I mean by waking up as early as possible. Before you even get to the office, you must fight a conductor. If it is not because of change, Okay, it is most likely because the vehicle had to go into the filling station to fuel. All right, and the queue for the filling station is very long. All of these things are things I never want to experience. I do not want to experience, and that is exactly the reason why I had to sit down. Exactly. So, Dick, you are laughing at me. You are laughing at me. That is very true. Okay, I had to sit down and think, and the question that made me think is this particular question I am showing you on my screen, which is, why do I, want to get into tech? So that is the question I'm going to ask you. Yes, why do you want to get into tech, guys? Why do you want to get into tech? Of course, it's because of money. Okay. At the same time, I want a better life. Okay. I want a situation whereby I can work remotely. In fact, full-time remotely, not hybrid. I can see it. Okay. I can perform my daily task. Okay. Of course. And I get it done. I deliver and I get paid. That is exactly the kind of life I want. And that is the position where I am as of now, guys. That is exactly the position where I am as of now. So, guys, so this is an important question for you to answer, but then I need to bring, an introduction of Tenalytics business to you. Okay. So basically, Tenalytics business, okay, is a leading e-learning platform designed to help organizations, okay, not just organizations, individuals across the world, okay, across the world, okay, to help them venture into some interesting, not just interesting, high level, high in demand tech skills. Guys, are we together? Highly in demand tech skills. Okay, of course I have examples of some of them here, which is AI. Okay, AI is actually one important in demand tech skill that you need to invest your time and your resources in. Two is data, HR, software development, and so on. Okay, so basically Tenalytics business is a top quality, organization that gives you the top notch of program and experience, okay, throughout your learning journey. That is exactly what we do here, and trust me, we are big on it. There are a lot of testimonies I'll be showing you as we go on. Okay, I just want you to follow me closely. All right, we are going to be working on interesting case study. Okay, I'll be asking you some insightful questions, and I need you to follow me closely on this. Guys, are we together? Are we together? I would love to get your reactions. If we are together, kindly give me your thumbs up. Yes, yes, are we together? If we are together, okay, just tell me together, together. Yes, together. Interesting. So let's go on, guys. Let us go on. Okay, let us go on. So now, who exactly is this guy speaking to you? Who exactly is this guy speaking to you? So I am Pius by name. Of course, I am a seasoned and trained teacher. But now, okay, I always love to add something, which is I am a tech expert. All right. Yes, I am not just a tech expert. I am a results-driven tech expert. Of course, there is one area I actually focused on. I have knowledge in virtually, almost all tech areas. I code, I do a whole lot. I do graphics design. I have built a website before. All right, I am a data analyst. I am a data engineer. I literally have tested all these, tech of a thing. All right, but there is one that really stood out for me, okay, which is data analytics. And today I want you to identify one, okay, that really stands out for you and that aligns with what you will love to do. Okay, guys, are we together? Are we together? So, I have trained hundreds of individuals, okay, and also helping them to secure jobs home and abroad. Okay, now, okay, currently I am a senior data associate at analytics business. I have, trained and I have worked on projects in MTN, NIIT, NECA bodies, NBCC. You can come to think of all these big organizations. I've worked in some of them and I've contributed to the business growth, okay, using data and AI, okay, leveraging AI on data. Are we together, guys? Are we together? So now, there is a major question here, maybe not a question, okay, but there is something I need you to note here, okay, which is after tonight, what will you be able to do? Okay, after tonight, what will you be able to do? After tonight, you will be able to do all of these three things. Are we together? One is choose one of the AI career paths, okay, that are springing up fast. All right, that are springing up fast. Two is you will also be able to build an interesting AI project. Guys, I know that is exactly why we are here. Okay, we want to build a project and we can also see how we can monetize these projects. Okay, we want to build an interesting project. Okay, I want to see how we can actually monetize this project we are going to be building together. All right, and three is how we can actually position ourselves for success in the AI job market. Okay, how we can position ourselves for success in the AI job market. Three things. One, choose a career path. Okay. Two, build an interesting and exciting AI project. Okay. And three, how can we position ourselves? These are discussions we are going to be having as we are going on. So guys, I can see a lot of people, going out and coming in back. All right. So I understand network might not be fair on you at the moment. All right. But there is something you need to do. And what exactly is that thing? Okay. What you need to do is, so that you can get the record dead of this currently, having now, the session is being recorded, right? So that you can get it, I need you to fill the attendance form. That is one. Two, this material I am using at the moment, okay, so that you can also have access to it, I need you to fill the attendance form. And the project we are also going to be working on together, okay, for you to have access to it, it will be sent to you. Okay, it will be sent to you. All right, so you can have access to it. Please fill the attendance form that will be dropping in the chat box right away. Are we together, guys? Are we together? Are we together? So basically, all right, I do not like too much talks, but then it's very important I mention this thing. Okay, do you know? Okay, do you know the job market is no longer rewarding efforts? What exists, what is it rewarding? What is it rewarding? Now, it is not about the amount of job you do. Okay, the job market is no longer rewarding efforts. It's no longer rewarding power. How you are going here and there. You wake up 6 a.m. You return back to the house. Okay, 10 p.m., 11 p.m. That is not what makes you stand out. Okay, now what makes you stand out? Okay, is leverage. How can you leverage something on the job you are doing? Okay, do you know you can sit at the comfort of your home and think of a project and build and monetize? Okay, do you know I can sit right on this my workspace that I am currently on, okay, and I can build an application? Okay, do you know that I can sit right here in less than 20 minutes, guys? Okay, I can design a website, I mean a full functional website. Okay, while I was undergoing the course in web development and web design, I was made to understand that before you can build a website. Okay, there are three languages you must, be confident on. Okay, which is HTML, hypertext markup language. Okay, you don't have to crack your head on this. Okay, I'm just dishing this out to you for free. Okay, and I'm also going to tell you, the good of being here. All right, you have to learn the HTML, you have to learn the CSS, cascading style sheets. I still have all of this in my memory, right? You also have to learn JavaScript, which is the JS. Now, but this is the same me telling you, okay, that you do not need to know how to code before you can build a full functional website. Guys, feel free to disagree with me if you want to disagree with me, and feel free to agree with me if you want to agree with me. It's something we are going to work on. Okay, it is something we are going to work on. Okay, you do not need to code. In fact, I am going to build a project and I am not going to code. Like, I will not write, greater than, less than, I will not open a bracket. I will not open any parentheses. And I am going to build a full functional website or an application. All right. Yes, I can analyze a data. Okay. I can work on a project end to end. I can build a pipeline. Okay. I can do anything without having to write any code. So that means that the job market now in this year 2026, it is not rewarding efforts, it is rewarding something, which is leverage. Okay, and what exactly do you want to leverage on? There is this thing that is here and here. Okay, this discussion that is leading the world now. Okay, what is that discussion? The discussion is all about AI, and that is why I have come here, okay, to introduce, not just to introduce, okay, and also to enlighten you on how you can use AI. Yes, what do we call AI? That is a question. I know somebody is having that question in mind to ask me. What exactly do we call AI? AI is what we call artificial intelligence. And these are models that have been built to help, to complement, and not to take your job from you. Guys, am I making sense at all? Am I making sense at all? Am I making sense at all? These are models, these are systems that has been designed, that have been built, okay, to help, to assist you on whatsoever work you are. And probably,
Hello, are we together? Hello, can anybody?
Hi, Pius. Can you hear us? If you're speaking, we can't hear you. All right, guys. While we wait for Pius to um come back, if you can hear me loud and clear, please give me a thumbs up. If you can hear me loud and clear, please give me a thumbs up. Thank you, Iche. Thank you, Shalom. Thank you, everyone. So why I'm really excited for what Pius is going to share with us today, because Pius is deep into this whole AI and tech field, right? And when we are coming up with today's webinar, we did it specifically for some class of people. Okay. So while I we all wait for Pius, let me just know in the comment section the particular industry we are in, so that we can know how best to tailor the AI skills we have. So if you're in education, let me know you're in education. If you're in finance, just say finance in the comment section. If you're in consulting, let me know. Let me know. Okay, Chamaka is actually in data analytics. Hamed, yes, you're very much welcome. Tonight is going to bring a lot of transformation. Today is going to be super surprise. So let me know. Kehinde is in education and finance. Only you, edu finance. Okay, amazing. Let me know so that we can tailor the AI skills we have perfectly for you. Funke is in FMCG. Awesome. Philip is in finance. Happiness is in data analytics. Shalom, healthcare and education. We have some people that are doing double things here. Zobaya is in fintech, Olamipe is in government taxation, Gowon is teaching, just like Pius. Pius is also teaching. Timothy is also in automation and engineering. So, guys, and now I know, okay, Hamed is in customer care. Awesome. I love the customer care people. So, while we are here, I just want you to have in mind that I'm seeing a lot of non-technical sectors here, and it can actually be very discouraging. Actually, like me, like I also came up from a non-technical background, but I want you to listen very well to Pius as he's teaching, because out of our years of experience, we've understood that whether or not you're coming from a technical or non-technical background, there is an AI career path for you. And it is Pius's duty right now in this webinar to expose you to that truth. So please, if you are not listening before, this is the perfect time to listen in. Pick the particular tools, particular skills Pius is going to mention, and then throw him back some questions and start your career tonight. All right, Pius, over to you. Thank you guys for engaging.
Um, thank you so much, Uche. I really appreciate. So sorry for that, guys. Okay, that was just network issues right there. Okay, so I'm just going to get back in. Okay, so as I was having, as we're having the conversation, okay, in 2026, okay, in fact, you don't have to build muscles. Okay, what you need to build, okay, is the ability to use AI. Yes. Okay. What you need to build, okay, is the ability, all right, to leverage AI. To leverage AI. Very important. Very important. Just a minute, please. Very important. All right. So we need to get in, all right, and we are going to be building
an interesting project together. All right. We are going to be building an interesting project together. Okay. We are going to be building an interesting project together. But then before we go into the projects we are going to be building together using AI. All right. Now, there are some important information, we need to get ourselves conversant, okay, with some leading news. All right. Now you can see how many of us are familiar with Mark Zuckerberg. Okay. You are familiar with Mark Zuckerberg. Yes, you are familiar with Mark Zuckerberg. This is an article Mark Zuckerberg released in 2025. Okay, that is just about 3 to 4 months ago, November. All right, Meta is about to start grading workers on their AI skills. Okay, so now the question is, as an engineer, as a teacher, as a developer, okay, as whatever you are, all right, if your company, that is if you are already working, okay, if your company as or says that they are going to start grading you by your AI skills, what will you do? Yes, what will you do? Like, what will you do right away? What will you do right away? I want you to put that in the chat box for me. What exactly are you going to do? What exactly are you going to do? If I were you, okay, what I'm going to do is I will begin to channel my energy, okay, into AI and developments. All right. So now you can see that is Mark Zuckerberg. Okay, that is Mark Zuckerberg. Now you also see, an article from the Times of India. Everybody thinks AI will take their jobs. Okay, I have to learn AI. Exactly, David. You need to learn. That is the point. Okay, everybody thinks AI will take their job, but the future, Mark Kinsey predicts is far stranger. All right, that means that AI is not here to take your job. AI is here for you to leverage, okay, on your job. So it makes absolute sense. Okay, as a teacher, I want to prepare instructional materials, teaching aids, teaching materials. Okay, I use AI, okay, to come up with it. We are going to do something very interesting. So let us go on. All of these are stories. All of these are stories. Don't forget to fill the form so that you can have all of these articles to read. You can get this material and you can also, get the recording to this session. Are we together, guys? Are we together? Are we together? Are we together? Interesting. Shalom is with me. David is with me. I want to get as many responses as I can get. Okay? As many responses as I can get. Now, in 2026, okay? In 2026, all right? What is that thing that makes you get hired? Okay? What is that thing that makes you get hired? Okay? Some years ago, we talked about certificates. People will say, oh, certificate is very important. Of course, it is important. But now, as a recruiter, okay, let me even give you an analogy. Okay, an analogy, right? I am here, okay, I am looking for a job, or probably, there is an opening at your company. Okay, so I'm going to take David and myself for an example. Okay, I am Pius, and we also have David. Pius is a data analyst, certified data analyst. Okay, and then we also have David. Okay, David is a data analyst, but we can't say he is certified because he doesn't have a certificate to show that he is certified. Okay, but he has something that makes him stand out, which is a portfolio. All right, so what exactly do we call a portfolio? What exactly do we call a portfolio? A portfolio is a repository, right, where all the projects you have worked on are kept. Okay, Pius is standing in front of you. Okay, you are the hiring manager. All right, Pius is standing in front of you. Then we also have David. Okay, Pius brought his certificate, but there is nothing to show for that he owned this, like he earned. It is a different thing to own. It's a different thing to earn. Okay, there is nothing to show that Pius earned these certificates. Okay, then here we have David, okay, who does not have a certificate. Okay, maybe he's still learning, all right, or probably, he has developed his skill, all right, and he has a project that shows all of the projects he has worked on as a data analyst. You have the SQL queries, you see fancy dashboards that are not just fancy, but are passing the right information. The question now is, so you as hiring manager, who will you consider for the job? Or let me ask, who will you hire? Pius with the certificate, or David with enough projects that even relates with what you want to do in your organization? Maybe your organization is a retail company, okay, and you can see David building a retail dashboard already. Who will you hire? That is a question for you. Yes, David or Pius? Interesting, guys. David. So you are definitely going to consider David. So in 2026, it is not about, certificates. Okay, it is about what you can do. And now it is not just about all the muscles and power, flexing muscles. It's about how you can leverage AI, okay, to beat time, okay, and to even be more efficient. Okay, exactly, the one with the physical proof, which is the certificate. Now, okay, so in 2026, expertise isn't what you know, it is what you ship. Exactly. This is not what it isn't what you know, it is what you ship. Now, let's go into building something exciting today. Guys, how many of us are ready to get into this project? How many of us are ready to get into this project? I have a couple of projects I really want to show you. Okay. I have when I say a couple, I mean tens of projects I will really want to show you. But then let me ask you this question before I go into the project. If there is one thing that you need, all right, if there is one thing that you need, maybe an app that you need, or maybe a software that you need, or there is a task on a daily that you do, okay, and you want to find an easier way to do it, what is that task? What exactly is that task? Okay, for me, there was a time I asked this question, guys. There was a time I asked a question, some students this question basically, and I got responses like, "Oh, I want an app, or probably I want to work on something that will fetch me money while I am sleeping." Guys, it is very important. Okay, and I can say to you that it is possible. I mean, very much possible for you to build an app, okay, that is functional, or probably a software. Think about it, that will be fetching you money while you are sleeping. That is just true. That is just true. Have you considered building an app for an organization whereby you build with AI, and the next thing is collect your money, you sleep, or when you are even sleeping, you get an alert? Yes, that is exactly how it works. Okay, building a trading bot. Moses, are you a trader? Do you trade Bitcoin? You are you're a forex trader. Are you a forex trader? Are you a forex trader? It is very much possible with AI. Yes, I can build an app, okay, that helps me trade. Looking into the trading markets, the top news, all of these are things that we need to know, okay, whether there will be a bull or a fall, a bearish or a bullish. I'm very sure you understand what I mean. You all may not understand what I mean. All right. Yes, you all may not understand what I mean. But then let us build something exciting. Let us build something exciting. Okay. So we are going to get into I have a couple of projects. In fact, I don't know which to show you first. Maybe I should just show you something very interesting. Okay, let's start with this, guys. Let's start with this. Okay, let's start with this. Okay, guys, do you have your browser available? Do you have your browser available, guys? Do you have your browser? If you have your browser, I need you, okay, to open your browser. All right, I need you to open your browser. All right, and let's go through Google. Let's pass through Google. Google.com, guys. I need you to visit Google.com. We have series of AI platforms that we can actually leverage on. If I mention them, you might not be able to hold all of them at once, like, yeah, but as time goes on, I'll be chipping it one after the other. All right, one after the other. All right. So for the purpose of this, all right, we are going to leverage this interesting tool that we call Lovable. All right, Lovable. So I need you to go to Google and search for Lovable AI. Lovable AI. Lovable AI. Guys, go through Google and search for Lovable AI. Okay. Then the website I am going to is here, which is Lovable. which means with Lovable, okay, I can build apps and websites with AI fast, okay, with no code. Emphasis on fast with no code. Guys, are we together? Are we together? Are we together? So I asked you a question. What is that project you want to build? Or what is that app you want to build? Okay. So I want to pick from somebody's case study, okay, in the chat box. If there is any app you want to build, just tell me. Okay, just tell me. Okay, just tell me. All right, then we are going to build the apps together right here. All right, we are going to build the apps together right here. I do not want to use, what I actually prepared. All right, I want to, I want it to actually solve a problem. Yeah, I mean somebody's problem here. So what is that app you want, you want to build? All right, so I'm going to visit lovable.dev. That is your official website. Okay, a website for a bag business. Interesting. A website for a bag business. I think I'm going to work with that. All right, congratulations, Chiamaka. So I think I've chosen your case study. Let us build a website for a bag business. How do you want the website to function? Okay, how do you want the website to function? Okay, maybe you can serve people online and virtually and also physically, right? Whereby you have a physical store, people need to place their bookings, okay, and all the processes starts from there. So let us build something together, guys. Let us build something together. So this is Lovable, okay. I can build something with Lovable, okay. I can build something with Lovable, and here I need to actually sign up. I'm going to click on get started, okay. Then I can continue, which means you want to create an account with either Google or GitHub or probably your email, right? So I'm going to just create an account with Google, okay, so it can synchronize with my Google account. All right, and just as a click, I am signed up for Lovable. Just as a click, I am signed up for Lovable. Okay, so that is me, okay, signing up for Lovable. Okay, for Lovable. Click on get started. So guys, how many of you have filled the feedback form? Have you filled the feedback form? Have you filled the feedback form? Sorry, that's a feedback form. Attendance form is what I mean. Apologies. Attendance form. Yes, please fill the attendance form so that you can get all of these packages, that I am showing you. All right, just a minute. Okay, so I'm going to click on get started, continue with Google. Okay, continue with Google. All right, just a minute. So Lovable is actually an interesting, AI tool that you can use to build, an application, a website, whatever. Okay, whatever. So guys, now while this is coming up, I'm also going to leverage ChatGPT. Okay, I'm also going to leverage ChatGPT. Okay, so just a minute, or maybe let me just continue with email. So just a minute, network issues right there. So continue with Google. Okay, so I'm just going to head into ChatGPT. All right, and why do I need ChatGPT? Okay, why do I need ChatGPT? Okay, so there is something we call the PRD. PRD. Okay, what exactly do we call PRD? Project Requirements Documentation. All right, which means, oh, I want to build a website, okay, for for bag sales. All right, and I want the name of the website to be called Chiamaka Bag Store. So let's just call it Chiamaka Bag Store. Okay, Chiamaka Bag Store. So PRD consists of what's the function of the website, okay, carries. Like what should the website entail? Okay, what are those things it should be able to do? What are the sort of interactions? What are the sort of steps? What are the sort of interface and everything it should have? Okay, that is what we call the project requirement documentation. All right, so let me see Lovable. So now I'm going to give a prompt to ChatGPT. I'm going to say develop, okay, develop, all right, develop, all right, develop a PRD, a PRD, that means requirements. Okay, requirements documentation. Okay, requirements for okay, for me, okay, for me to build a website. Okay, websites for Chiamaka bag store. Okay, Chiamaka bag store. I can just give it a little bit of info. By Chiamaka bag store. Okay, store is a Chiamaka bag store. Okay, deals in selling, okay, different
Pius, are you there? Okay, so I think he'll soon be back. Well, how many of us have opened Lovable? If you've opened Lovable on your laptop, please give me a thumbs up. If you've not opened Lovable, give me a thumbs down. Olusegun has opened Lovable. If you've opened Happiness has opened Lovable. Okay. A very star. Why? Chamaka ha, Shalom ha. So just go to your Chrome web browser and search Lovable. Go on has amazing, amazing. And I would ask Pius to share the prompt he's using for the app he's about to build. But if okay, David, you've not. So this is the spelling of the word. Let me try and get the exact URL for us so that you can access that immediately. So currently he's making use of both ChatGPT and Lovable. Lovable is used to build apps, websites without writing code. Like it is that amazing. So I'm going to send the URL right now to the chat box. For those that are yet to, thank you, David, Lovable AI, exactly. So you just click on, oh, I don't think I sent the exact link, sorry. Let me open it again. Yeah, so this is it. I'll resend the link so that we can access that. So I just sent it. So Lovable is that AI tool that you use in building apps, websites without writing any code. So you see all these things developers take hours to come up with a code and all of those long, boring stuff. With Lovable, you can do so in minutes. And that's what Pius is going to show us right now. I would also tell him to send in the PRD. So just click on this link I shared here, create an account so that while Pius is building, you are building as well, okay? So once you're able to access it, let me know in the comment section. If you've opened Lovable, if you've signed up, just let me just say I have. Then if you've not, just comment I haven't, so that we are sure everybody's following. Because by the end of this session, you would have to post what you've learned on LinkedIn so that potential recruiters can see what you've done. So that's the whole vibe behind tonight's session. So click on the link, create an account, and once you have done that, I will post the PRD, that's a product requirements document that you'll be needing for this particular app building. Okay, the link is here. Let me just drop that one more time because I noticed more people joined. Click the link, create an account, and that is it. Thank you so much, Magic, for reminding me. And if you're yet to fill in the attendance form, please just click on the let me just share that again so that we are sure everybody's on the same page. For two things I will need from us: create an account on Lovable so that you can build the app alongside the facilitator. Then to get the recording, maybe you don't have your laptop handy right now and you need to go back and rewatch and build yours, please fill in the attendance form. We will share the slides with you, the prompting that we will use for Lovable and ChatGPT. We will send that directly to your email. So please, this is the link here. Let me just drop only the link so that those that want to copy can copy the link as well. All right. So just click on it and fill in the attendance form. If it's not clickable on your end, just copy, open a new tab either on your phone or on your laptop, on your tab, paste it and fill the attendance form. Once you fill the form, just comment, I have filled the attendance form. Once you fill the form, comment, I have filled the attendance form. If you're experiencing difficulties, just say, I have not, so that Blessing can assist you. All right. Let me quickly check on Pius to ensure everything is set, and then we'll get on building. So I'm looking forward to seeing our comments. Philip has filled it. Sadiq has filled it. Awesome. Awesome. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. Kehinde has filled it. Zunurani, awesome. So please, guys, by Monday morning, kindly check your emails. This is only for those that filled it. If you did not fill it, you will not get the resources. You will not get the recording. Shalom has, Hamed has, awesome, awesome, super amazing. So yes, fill the attendance form and you get all resources. All right. Let me just quickly check on Pius and I'll be right back. Please, I'm looking forward to seeing the comments. Once you fill it, let me know that you have filled the attendance form. All right, guys.
All right, Uche, thank you so much. So I am here, so I just want to fix this. All right, just a minute, please. I'm very much with you guys, very much with you. Okay, just have to restart my router. Okay, so I'm very sure this will not happen again. Yes, this should not happen again as soon as this is fixed.
All right. Are we together? Can you hear me from this device? All right, great. So I'm very sure this will not happen again, guys. This will not happen again. I have to entirely switch my network. Okay. So I'm just going to share my screen again so we can actually continue. So where did we stop? We stopped at Lovable, right? Where we want to use Lovable to build an amazing website, guys. An amazing website. So yeah, this is exactly where we stopped. Okay, so I'm just going to refresh. Okay, I'm going to refresh. All right. And I am going to sign up with my Gmail. Okay, I'm going to sign up with my Gmail. Okay, I'm going to sign up with my Gmail and I will use continue, guys. And I'm going to use continue. Okay, and I am going to use continue. And here is Lovable. Okay, creating my account for me. Okay, here is Lovable creating my account for me. Okay, so while that is working, okay, while it is working on that, I'm just going to come here. All right, so I was asking you to give me examples of some bugs. All right. So I am very sure Chiamaka can help me with some types of bags. So handbags, okay, handbags. Okay, then I can use backpack. Okay, all right, or maybe just let me put etc and the likes, right? If you can help me with, if you can help me with some more, all right, so I can put here, it will make absolute sense. It will make absolute sense. So guys, are we together? Are we together? Are we together? Are we together? Are we all together? Hi guys, can we hear me? Are we together? Interesting, interesting. So here, PRD is just to give me, yeah, I already have tote bags. I already have tote bags. You can give me some other examples here. Okay. You can also give me some other examples here. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I am just going to send this. Then I get the PRD. All right. And that is exactly what I will give to Lovable. Okay. So I have sent it to ChatGPT to craft the PRD for me. Now, that means that, the product requirement documents, all right? Chiamaka Bag Store website. The product name is Chiamaka Bag Store website. The product type is e-commerce website. The business type is retail. And this is this description, the objective of the website. The website aims to provide an online storefront for Chiamaka Bag Store, allow customers to browse and purchase bags easily. Okay, increase sales and brand visibility and the likes. So this is just ChatGPT, all right, crafting a product requirement documentation for me. So this is exactly what I am going to copy. I'm just going to copy from here. Okay, then I will scroll down and copy. Okay, I'm copying. So I think I am just going to stop here. I'm going to stop here. Okay, I'm going to stop here. So the user of the website should have the home page, the products catalog, right? The products detail page and some other information. So here I'm just going to copy, after which I have highlighted from A to Z of what I want. Then I am going to copy. Now, let me come back to Lovable. Okay, let me come back to Lovable. What style do I want for Lovable? Light or dark? You can just choose anything. Okay, this does not matter. I'm just going to next it. I'm going to next. Okay, then which role best fits what I want to do? Okay, so I can just use products, and that should be all. So company size 2 to 20. Anything you feel there is just a feedback for Lovable. Okay, just a feedback for Lovable. Okay, so now Lovable should come up with the interface. Okay, with the interface, I am sharing my screen. If you cannot see my screen, just exit and join it back very quickly, guys. Exit and join it back very quickly if you cannot see my screen. All right, so this is Lovable coming up. This is Lovable coming up. This is Lovable coming up. All right, so Lovable is coming up now. This is Lovable. And to interact with Lovable, okay, here is the interface of Lovable. As you can see, here is my name, okay, the home screen, the search, and every other thing, okay, and every other thing I need to see. And here is where I pass in my prompts, okay. Always give us time to put to practice what you are showing us. All right, that makes sense. So Moses, are you following me closely now? All right, are you following me closely? So here is Lovable. Okay, so please, I also need you to fill the form. I mean the attendance form. Very important, guys. Very important. Okay, so you can get the recording, and also every other thing, the material and all. All right, so here I am going to pass in the PRD. Okay, here. Okay, I'm going to put the PRD here. As you can see here, it says, ask Lovable to create a dashboard to do whatever you want it to do. I'm just going to paste here. Okay, I'm going to paste the PRD here. Okay, I'm going to paste the PRD here. All right. Now, this is exactly what I want Lovable to do for me. Okay, this is what I want Lovable to do for me. So I can just further give it a prompt here. I can say, I want you to build a website with the following PRD. Okay, with the following PRD. All right, with the following PRD. So I can just clear this out, or let me just leave it there. Okay, so guys, are we together? Are we together? Are we together? Do we want to see the magic? Do we want to see the magic? Do we want to see the magic? Hamid, David, interesting. Shalom, interesting. Do we want to see the magic? So here I am just going to send it in. I am just going to send it in. So Lovable is cooking an interesting website for me. Okay. It is going to cook an interesting website for me, for Chiamaka's store, right? For Chiamaka's store. So it will take some time, of course. I'm very sure under 5 to 10 minutes is going to give me what exactly I want. Okay, it's going to give us that website that, you know, we catch your attention, not just your attention, every customer's attention. Okay, that we catch every customer's attention. Okay, so now you can see Lovable is working on it. Okay, Lovable is working on it. Okay, Lovable is working on it, and this is it. Okay, the thoughts for 21 seconds. I will build a stunning fashion e-commerce, you know, e-commerce storefronts, okay, for Chiamaka bag store. Okay, so all of this has been fetched from the requirements I gave it, and now you can see, let me build this now. It is building this. It is building this. Now, this is from the, you know, website aspect of things. This is from the, you know, from the building of app, okay, aspects of things. All right. How about some other things? Okay, like analyzing data. We have some interesting AI tools, okay, that we train you here, okay, to use. All right, examples of some of these AI tools. Let me give you something. Let me give you something. Okay, let me give you something. There is a project I worked on bricks. Sorry, did I say I? Okay, yeah, of course. I guided a student to work on, or some of my students to work on bricks AI. Okay, bricks AI is actually an interesting website to analyze your data. Okay, whereby you look into historical data and you are able to draw conclusions. Okay, get meaningful insights from the data. All right, and you can now say, oh, this is what we needed, this is what has happened, this is how to improve on, you know, on our sales and other stuffs like that. All right, so I'm going to give you this website for you to interact with. So while Lovable is actually cooking up our website for us, I'm going to give you this link to interact with. So let me go to the dashboard data. Here is the dashboard data, the sales data, and let me see something. Okay, interesting. This is a data set, okay, that was analyzed, okay, that was analyzed for Zentral Sales. Okay, so Zentral Sales actually deals in sales of electronics, you know, electronics basically, and some other interesting stuffs. Okay, this is built with AI under 20 minutes. Yes, guys, this is built with AI under 20 minutes. This is the dashboard, and this will help us to make meaningful conclusions. All right, like, oh, West, in the Western region, we generated about 43, you know, million, 43.2 million sales. All right. Oh, that means we are generating more revenue in the West, and that means we need to invest more in West so that we can keep having that revenue. What about the North? Okay, where we are generating the list, what do we need to do? This is asking the right questions, okay? And trust me, AI can do all of these things for you. Don't forget, that's just a little branch. Lovable is still cooking our website for us. Okay, Lovable is still hooking our website for us. Okay, so we are just going to give it some time. Okay, we are just going to give it some time, and I'm very sure that is, it is still in work. Now you can see editing. Okay, editing. It is still editing. It is still building it. So now let's go back here. Okay, let's go back here. All right, let's go back here. So this is an AI tool that can be used to analyze the data. All right, that is from the data analysis, data analytics aspect of things. Now, I have built a dashboard under 20 minutes, just passing your data. Okay, give it the prompt. This is the prompt I gave it. Okay, create a comprehensive, all right, sales dashboard named Zentra Sales Dashboard with the following requirements. I passed in all of this, and all of these, okay, is just generated by ChatGPT. All right, just generated by ChatGPT. Now, this is where this Bricks AI gets interesting. Don't forget, Bricks is used for analyzing your data. This is exactly where it gets super interesting. Do you know I can present to stakeholders? Okay, now every one of us here, we are going to assume a role. Okay, and the role I want you to assume for the next 2 to 3 minutes is a stakeholder role. All right, which means you are, top managers, CEOs, COOs, all right, executive directors. All right, so I want you to assume this role while I present this dashboard to you. Yes, you are investors, exactly. Exactly, you are investors, right? So assume that role for the next 2 to 3 minutes while Lovable will cook. In fact, it is done cooking. But before we come here, let me quickly, show you what I want to show you here. All right. I know so many of you cannot wait to see what Lovable has for us. But then with this Bricks AI, I can present to you as stakeholders. Don't forget, this dashboard can be built under just 20 minutes and you are done. Sincerely, you are done. Okay, so I'm going to present this. All right, I'm going to present this, and I am going to start from the very much beginning. Now, don't forget, what are you guys? What are you? What role are you assuming? I need you to put that in the chat box, guys. What role are you assuming? Yes, Oluwasegun said investor. What role are you assuming? CEO, general manager. Just assume the role while I present to you. Okay, so my name is Pius and I'm here to present to you. Don't mind me, I'm catching fun with you guys, right? At the same time, I'm being serious. Okay, I'm here to present to you, our sales analytics dashboard for 2025, January 1st to the end of the year. This is Central Sales Dashboard. Okay, so from what has been observed or from what has been analyzed, okay, this analysis shows sales performance trends, profitability with the key performance metrics. Okay, products and regional breakdown, the customer focused summaries. Okay, so this helps to highlight patterns across dates, the categories where we are having top sales, the regions where we are having top sales, the surfaces. Okay, surfaces, top performance, and also identifying outliers and also providing succinct recommendations based on the data exploration that I have performed in this analysis. How many of you are feeling me? Are you feeling me, guys? Are you feeling me? Are you feeling me? This is cooked by Bricks AI. In fact, on the norms, as a data analyst, when you design a dashboard using Power BI, whatever else you want to use, you still have to build a PowerPoint slide to present your findings. But with Bricks AI, the dashboard is there. The data can update automatically. That is with AI. Okay. And also you can even present your dashboard to stakeholders. Am I making sense? Guys, are you enjoying me? Am I making sense at all? Am I making sense? Please make sure you fill the feedback form. Not feedback form, sorry. Make sure you fill the attendance form so that you can get all of this. Okay. Then I can go on. Here is the overall insight. Okay. It is observed that from our data, we generated the highest revenue from the Western region, having about 40.6 million. Okay. So substantially ahead of what? the southern region with 28.5 million, and then from the eastern region, followed by the western region. Okay, that means that the western region, okay, has the highest revenue, and we need to invest more. That is an insight. Then going to the next, electronics dominates the total revenue, contributing about 79% of sales. Okay, creating every reliance on a single category. Okay, that is for the electronics aspect of things. Okay, that means that electronics is giving us more revenue, and we need to invest more, and also look into those products that are not giving us good revenue and how we can improve on them. Guys, that is the point. So this is just about telling story with data. Of course, as data analyst, you must be able to tell story with data. Okay, so you can see these are the KPIs. This is the sales by region, the sales by category, the units and profits, and all of that. I can present this to stakeholders just with AI. All of this is done. In fact, you can do all of this under 5 minutes. That is just the truth. Okay, that is just the truth. Load your data, it reads your data, it builds a dashboard for you, and you're good to go. The data can update automatically. The dashboard updates automatically. Okay, you can connect it to other BI tools. Okay, like Power BI and some other stuffs like that. Now let's go back. Chiamaka, are you here? Now your website is ready, and I want everybody to interact with this website. So this is what I'm going to do here. This is what I am going to do here. Okay, now you can see here is the website. Here is the website. Okay, here is the website. So I can open this in a new tab. So let me click here to open this in a new tab. Okay, this is exactly where I clicked. Okay, so I can view it in a new tab. All right, and we can see how it actually looks like. Guys, how do you see this? Yes, how do you see this? Are you ready to work on projects like this? Do you want to build websites? Do you want to analyze data? Okay, do you want to work, you want to create content, AI generated content? Yes, we can walk you through. You are an HR, you are HR specialist. Okay, you are a business oriented person, project management, business analyst, whatever. You are a teacher. You can create meaningful content. You can leverage AI. Okay, all you just need to do is look for that career path that you want to venture into, and trust me, you are good to go. Your work becomes easier, you earn better, you are in the right position for good jobs. All right, you can work from home, all the hustle and bustle of the whole Nigeria. In fact, the whole Nigeria, not only Lagos. Okay, you are exempted from heat. All right, and you can work from the comfort. You are a stay-at-home mom. You don't have any issue. You can work. So this is exactly the advent of AI. So guys, I want you all to interact with this. Okay, I'm going to share the link with you. Now you can see the tote bag. You want to order for tote bag, handbags, backpacks. You can see, okay, travel bags, shoulder bags, clutches, okay, and the likes. Now you can see some other features. All right, sales, the prices, interesting. Chiamaka, you need to pay me for this, and I will not collect not anything less than $2,000 from you. I'm very serious, because this is an amazing project for you. Yes, this is an amazing project for you. So you can actually publish this. Yes, you can even ask AI to make some edits to this, and it gives you exactly what you want. So guys, I'm going to share you this link. Okay, I'm going to publish it. Okay, I'm going to publish it, and I will share you the link so everybody can also interact with this. Guys, I'm going to share you this link. Okay, so everybody can interact with it. Okay, do you want to interact with it? Do you want to interact with it? Do you want to interact with it? Okay, do you want to interact with it? So I'm just going to publish. Okay, that means my website is up and running. The moment I use publish, just visit the site. You can make orders, you can do whatever you want to do. Now you can see publishing. Okay, publishing, publishing. All right, it is publishing. It is publishing. Okay, so just a minute and the publish will be done. All right, and I will share the link with you and you all can interact with it. Okay, you all can interact with it. So let me just share this with you. Okay, let me share this with you. Okay, so let me share. Okay, this is it here. So I'm going to share this with you. I'm going to share this with you right away. So I want you to drop a comment once you view this, guys. I need you to view this. Drop a comment. Okay, how do you see this AI tool? This is just one of the list of everything. Sincerely, guys, you will not believe it. You will not believe it. So we have built something together under how many minutes? Under 30 minutes. Yes, maybe under 1 hour. If you have any question for me, you can ask in the chat box, all right, while I take you to the next part of the slide. Now, the question now is, we have built something exciting together, okay? And I am very sure you enjoy this. Now, there is something, okay? It's always seemed impossible until it is done. Guys, do you believe, if I tell you before now that you can build a website under 20 minutes, will you believe it? Will you even believe it at all? Will you believe it? Will you believe it? If I tell you before now that you can build a website under 20 minutes, will you? I will not. I will not believe it. But with AI, you can literally do anything. Anything. I mean, anything. Guys, I guess you are interacting with the website. So please make sure you drop your feedback. And while you're also listening, you are listening to me closely. Okay. So now we have a lot of students. Okay. We have a lot of students, all right, that are now thriving in the AI space. Guys, a lot of students that are thriving in the AI space. Okay. And one of them is this guy, this my guy, call him my guy. His name is Agbolade. Exactly. Agbolade is his name. Okay. So basically, Agbolade, started his career as an auditor, and now, okay, he is an AI automation expert. Okay, AI automation expert. You can check his profile on LinkedIn. Yes, you have access to this material when you fill the form. You can view Agbolade. Just come here and click on this LinkedIn profile here. Okay, you'll be able to view his profile. You see there, Agbolade is currently working as an AI automation expert. Okay, and what exactly does Agbolade do? Okay, what it does is it builds an AI system. I mean, a workflow that can work independently. And this is what I mean. Okay, recently, I mean, even today, okay, I trained a set of students, okay, on a project. And what exactly is the project? Okay, the case study was, Zico Bank is a bank that is having issue, all right, in signing up for customers, whereby, of course, they are one of the top leading banks, and customers have to line up, have to key up before they can actually create an account. Okay, so the automation that we created in class is this: we give the customer, we give the clients, okay, maybe you want to sign up for the bank, you want to create an account. All we just have to do for you is we give you the form, and the moment you fill the form, instantly, guys, do you want me to demo that for you? Do you want me to give you the link? You fill the form and instantly the account is created for you. I can fetch the form for you. You fill the form. In the next 1 minute or 2 minutes, check your email. Okay, you will see your account number. You will see the type of accounts you have created. You will get all your account details as an email to you, which means your account has been created. So that is exactly what they do in the AI automation, engineering department. Okay, they build an automation that makes life easier, more comfortable. Okay, so that is exactly how it works. ICMAT is also another amazing personnel, okay, that is thriving in the AI space now. I mean, in the AI and tech space now. Of course, She is a stay-at-home mom, okay, and now she has been able to venture into tech, okay, and maximizing the advent of tech, basically. All right, we have so many stories here, okay, so many stories here. And now, here is the full gist. Here is the full gist. Are we together, guys? Are we together? I need to confirm if we are together. Are we together? Are we together? Okay, so I need to ask you a question. I need to ask you a question. Let me ask you this question, okay? What part of tech do you want to venture into? Okay, what kind, like, let me even ask you this way. What do you love to do? Okay, and how do you think AI can help you? Okay, and are you ready to even go into tech? As you can see from the word starts here, it's showing that there are some core skills that are actually leading. Interesting, Oluwasegun, data analytics. That is absolutely very interesting. Okay, yes, irrespective data analysis. Wow, interesting. So many people are picking data analysis. Okay, so it makes absolute sense. Okay, it really makes absolute sense. Okay, if you sit down and reflect, I can give you a minute to think about this. In fact, I can pause at this point because it is very important for you to think. I mean, sit down. The way I sat down and I reflected on, oh, how do I even want to change my life? How can I even sit down and work from home? Okay, how do I, have time for my family? All right, how, okay, do I, how do I even earn more? I'm working less, I am earning more. That is the point. That is the point. That is the point. Because it will even give you time for you to think and be more creative. It will give time for you to have, it will give you time for you to have, how do I put it now? I mean, it will give you more time for yourself. That is just it. All right. So, guys, you are ready. I can see a lot of people picking data analysis. Yes, we have series of programs we offer here. So I'm going to get there. Okay. I'm going to get there. All right. Data and AI is actually leading the world as of now. All right. As of now. As of now, data and AI is leading the world. Okay. As you can see from the statistics here, AI and big data is one tech skill that is leading the world. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Okay. On a daily basis, there are data that are being collected, and there are no data analysts that are analyzing data. And that is why there is a need for data analysts. Okay. Now, not just the angle of data, not just the aspect of data. Okay. Even as so many organizations are looking for content creators. Yes, content creators. Okay. And they are not just looking for people that can, that can just sit down inside flowers and say, oh, patronize, oh, buy bags, oh, do this, oh, do that. We are looking for people that can be more creative. Okay. And leveraging AI on their creativity to drive more revenue. That is just the point. Okay, and all of these programs are what we offer here at the analytics business. Okay, so just take a look at the next slide. So now the next slide is this. If you are a Nigerian, or maybe you are an African, okay, let me tell you on a little secret. I want to tell you one little secret. And what is the secret? Do you want to hear the secrets, guys? Do you want to hear the secrets? Do you want to hear the secrets I have for you? Hi, guys. Do you want to hear the secrets I have for you? What is the secret? Chiamaka wants to hear the secret. Chiamaka wants to hear the secret. Chalon wants to hear the secret. So do you know that as a Nigerian, okay, it is easier as an African, it is easier for you to for you to secure jobs, okay, locally and internationally. Do you know that? Do you know that? Do you know that? Now, I'm going to give you one very good example. Okay, on an average, annually, okay, in the United States, okay, the salary of an average person in tech is about $90,000. Okay, is about $90,000. Now, that is those that are living, that are living, outside the country, abroad. All right, USA precisely. All right. Now, do you know that recruiters, okay, down there, they are looking for Nigerians to actually hire? Why? Is because they are looking for how to actually, how to get the same results and pay less. Okay, how to get the same results and actually pay less. Now, they do not also pay the $90,000, to guys over there that actually, does something relatable to what you are actually going to learn and you will know how to do very well. Okay, so they rather go for Africans that they know that they can pay less. And what is the less I am talking about? The less I am talking about is about $40,000 annually. So I need somebody to actually punch his or a calculator. Okay, 40,000 annually. Okay, in Nigerian naira is how much? Okay, let's just do 40,000 times 1,500. Please, I need somebody to punch the calculator and give me the answer here. In fact, let us not do 40,000. Let us do 20,000. Let me even cut the 40,000 into two. 20,000. Okay, 20,000 times 1,500. Yes, 20,000, okay, times 1,500. So who is going to help us with that? Who's going to help us with that mathematics? Yes, 26 million annually. 26 million annually. Now, divided by 12. That means on a monthly basis, okay, your take home at least, okay, at least when you're earning in dollars, your take home at least should be about how much? That should be about how much now? That is 26 divided by 12. That is 1 point. Okay, yeah, at 1,000, that's at 1,300 per dollar. Okay, that makes sense. So divide it by 12. That is 2.1 million naira. Now, if you are earning 2.1 million naira, how do you feel, guys? How do you feel? Do you even know that this 2.1 million naira in just one project under 24 hours you can actually earn it? Interesting. That is just the truth. That is not your salary. You can work on a project. You can work as a freelancer. We have so many websites. I mean, so many sites, so many jobs. We are even going to be giving to you. We have some students here at Analytics Business. As long as they performed well, okay, they did well in the program, we recommend them for jobs. Yes, we recommend them for jobs. And there are some other packages you will also get alongside. Guys, am I making sense? Are you enjoying me? Are you enjoying me? So rather than paying $90,000 to the guys outside, they rather look for Africans, Nigerians, okay, that are creative and can still do exactly even more than what those guys are doing. And they will pay less. And the less they are paying, okay, is not that less for you. Okay, you're having a take home of 2 million naira. Oh man, of course, it cannot buy you Ferrari, but you will live comfortably. Yes, you will live comfortably. You will live comfortably. Okay, so that is exactly how it works. Okay, so they are targeting Africans. Okay, they are targeting Africans with talent in AI. In AI. So now, here is the question now. What career option Analytics helps you with? What career options? I can see a lot of people, choosing data analytics, which is absolutely spot on. Makes absolute sense. Okay, makes absolute sense. Okay, but then let us also look at some other career paths. Now, basically, we sat down. I need to sit down again the way we sat down. Are we together, guys? We sat down as the Analytics Business and we thought about it that, for Nigerians, okay, because basically our aim is actually Africa, basically, okay, not just Nigerians, Africa, okay, how we can improve the value of Africa, okay, and how we can meet the standard, okay, and basically how we can improve our processes and develop tech giants in this country. Okay, so we sat down, we were like, what are the career paths that Nigerians, okay, can easily transition into? Okay, now Emphasis on easily, guys. Emphasis, this easily means that in less than 2 months, you are certified and you are a master at what you do. That is what I mean by easily. Are we together? Am I making sense? If we are together, just put together. I mean, just put together in the chat box. However, you want to write it together, maybe 2 and G and DA. However, you want to put it, just put together in the chat box. Okay. So we sat down and we decided to reflect on how, like, what career paths will Nigerians be easy, will be very easy for Nigerians to transition into. And we have decided to come up with these 6. Not just easy, 1, easy, okay? 2 is they can sit down at the comfort of their home, work on their workspace and deliver. That means working remotely. You don't need to, guys, if I tell you the time I wake up, if I do not have any deadline, you will be surprised. You will be surprised. Okay, you will be. If I tell you, it's not because I want to sleep and just want to relax. Of course, it's because I don't have a deadline. If I have a project I need to work on, I stay throughout the night, and nobody will monitor me. I've worked in an office, guy. I'm very serious. This is an office whereby CCTV is everywhere. You sit down, you will be queried. You need to stand up doing 1 or 2 things. Yes, that is how it was for me. Okay, while I was working in a corporate, in a corporate organization, or I will not mention the name, it was very toxic. It was a toxic work environment for me. All right. And guys, I had to resign. I mean, I had to resign. There was a time, this is very true. Okay, this is very true. There was a time I was speaking, I was right in front of my boss, and we are having a conversation on, oh, guys, you need to do this, you need to be up and do, you need to improve, you need to do this, all of those conversations, you need to bring money, you need to do this. So instantly, guys, I began to feel a sudden pain at my spine. I had to fall on the chair in his office, and it was more like I collapsed. In fact, the boss that was shouting at me was one that gave me a drug to use at that point, because I do not know how I was feeling. That is how it can be very. I understand how your feelings might be, how what made you come here and even stay to this very point, because you want to change your life. That is just the truth, guys. That is just the truth. Okay, so we have a series of programs here. Okay, AI in software and web designing. We call it vibe coding. Okay, just like I did here. It's a vibe coding. I enjoyed it. Okay, and I coded a website without writing a single line of code. Am I making sense? Am I making sense? So we teach you how you can monetize this. Okay, just like I did. I shared it with you. Okay, you interacted with it, and a lot of you actually enjoyed it. Okay, so these are things that we train you on. Okay, another is AI for content and video creation. Okay, with AI, you can create contents, you can create videos. Okay, you can build designs. All right, irrespective of what you do, you can actually create content. One other focus I want to start, doing now very soon. You guys will be seeing, you'll be seeing Tech Man in Glasses. That is the name of my brand. Okay, I'm not pitching my brand, but I need to mention that very soon you will see me. Don't be surprised when you start seeing me here and there. Tech Man in Glasses. Okay, you'll be seeing my AI generated contents. Right? Exactly. That is the point. Okay, AI automation engineering, like like the guy I mentioned earlier. Okay, yes, we also see generative AI for data analytics. That is the case of Bricks AI. We have, among Bricks AI, we also have, we have Quadratic, we have Julius, we have Perplexity. We have so many AIs like that. So many AI tools like that. We train you how to use them, and you'll be able to use them and deliver. Okay, we also have AI for business analysis and project management. All right, yes, we also have AI for HR analysis. So when we sat down, we're able to think and say, oh, courses that will be easier, at the same time you'll be able to earn more. I mean, times better. Okay, times better. okay, than an average, average professional. All right. At the same time, be able to work remotely. All right. You are stay-at-home moms, whatever you have, okay, you can do anything from the comfort of your home, and you earn even more than those people, guys that wakes up very early, that does 5 to 6, all right, or 9 to 5, whatever you call it. Okay, so that is it. Now, there is a good news I have for you guys. There's a good news I have for you guys. So, how many of us wants to hear the good news? How many of us wants to hear the good news? I know a lot of people have chosen their career path, but I need to confirm. Chiamaka, what career path are you choosing? Sadiq, what career path are you choosing? David, what career path are you choosing? Okay, I need you to put that in the chat box. What career path are you choosing out of these 6 I have here? I mean, yes, you can put that in the chat box. What career path are you choosing out of these 6? Yes, out of these 6. What career paths are you choosing? I need you to put that in the chat box, okay? And trust me, okay, trust me, the right time is now. That is just the truth. The best time is now, okay? I mean, in fact, the best time is 2 seconds ago. That is just the truth. The best time is 2 seconds ago, but you have another opportunity, which is the next 2 seconds. Okay, the best time is 1 minute ago, but you have another opportunity, which is the next 1 minute. Interesting. I can see. I am learning it, data analytics. But do you know how to leverage AI on data analytics? Interesting question. AI in business analysis. All right. AI in automation engineer. AI for HR. Guys, I love you guys. You guys, we are thinking together. We are like minds. We want to develop, we want to upskill. At the same time, we want to earn. Okay. Of course. Okay. Of course, not everybody, are looking forward to upskill, but they want to earn. That is the point. David, is there really on Saturdays and on Sundays? Now, I have an interesting news for you guys. I have an interesting news for you guys. This is this is for content creation. This is, the outline. All right. And for AI automation engineering, okay, you learn to design, build, and deploy, and also monetize AI agents using N8N, using Zapier, using Flowwise, using, ChromaDB, Airtable, and some other interesting tools like that. So you'll be able to build automations. Okay, you want to build automations that, oh, I once worked on that automation, okay, but I did not actually publish it. I built an automation that every day on LinkedIn, okay, I have a post on LinkedIn. AI is helping me to post at every 4 p.m. every day. Yes, you can build it. And this is the right, this is the right, this is the right, this is the right area or the right program for you to enroll for, if you want to have that kind of automation, such that, oh, okay, you want AI to work for you independently, right? You want to leverage AI on building amazing projects. All right, AI automation. All right, so we also I've mentioned all of these. This is just the outline of the courses, but then I have a good news for you guys. Do you want to hear the good news? Do you want to hear the good news? Do you want to hear the good news, guys? Do you want to hear the good news? Do you want to hear the good news? Now, this is a good news, and the good news is this. Just like I said, I have trained at so many training organizations, and I know, the worth of being or of enrolling at Tenalytics business. That is just the truth. I'm not going to mention names. Okay, I mentioned names before now on profiles, companies we have worked, but I can tell you that we are big on this at Tenalytics business. We are not just, we do not just train. Of course, we are big. I mean, not big, very big. I'm looking for a word bigger than very. Maybe you can borrow me a grammar bigger than very. Okay. We are extremely big on training. Okay. And besides training, there are some things we also give to you free of. Thank you, Oluwasegun. Gigantic. Okay. We are gigantic on training. And besides training, there are some other things that we also help you to do, which is having these employability skills, such that amidst 100 of people that that's applied for the job, you are standing out. That is what it means. Amidst 50 people that applied for the job, you, David, Chiamaka, Sadiq, everybody here is standing out. Okay, which is employability skills. We help you to optimize your Upwork. Upwork is a profile that you build to apply for jobs. We help you to optimize it. Okay, and you get jobs, international and local jobs. Okay, CV review and revamp. We look into your CV and we tell you these are the changes you need to make. Okay, and that is exactly the trick. Now, have you applied for a job and instantly the moment you apply for the job, you are getting a rejection mail that, oh, we have reviewed, they have not reviewed your profile. It is an ACS that is working on it. Okay, and that is AI bouncing back your CV because it is not up to the standard. Okay, we have reviewed, all those kind of interesting messages from the hiring team. We have reviewed your CV, and we must commend the fact that you are very good at what you do, this and that, but unfortunately we cannot proceed with your application. These are things that we help you, okay, that we help you to do, which is revamping your CV such that once it gets into the ATS, I mean the hiring manager's tracking system, okay, instantly your CV has been reviewed and it is top notch. Guys, it is top notch. I have series of students that I can use as an example, the likes of Eileen Okai, okay, the likes of Adindu, all right, the likes of so many of them. All right, so many of them have helped them. We have helped them. All right, LinkedIn optimization. Okay, you can check me on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is optimized. There is no employee, okay, that will check my profile and will say, oh, this guy does not know what he's doing. I am posting, I am actively engaging. Okay, my LinkedIn is optimized. Professional headshots, everything is perfect. All right, navigating the job market. We give you some jobs. Okay, and another thing is this guy here, interview preparation. You have an interview. You can hit up your data coach. You can hit up your instructor. Oh, Pius, how are you doing today? I have an interview scheduled for 2 p.m. tomorrow. How is it possible for me to get an interview? Of course, Pius will not tell you no, never. The instructors at Analytics Business will not tell you no, never. Okay. What we will tell you is, oh, what time works convenient for you? Okay, that we can book a session together and have this preparation so as to help you ace the interview. You also need job reference letter. You have it instantly. You're a student, you are entitled to it. On the job support. Now, after which you prepared it for the interview, you ace the interview, you got the job, and while you're on the job, you have a little issue. We also help you on the job. Okay, we also have mentorship session whereby we train you on how to discuss salary, how to ace I can see you are clapping for the Analytics Business already, not for me, but the Analytics Business. Okay, we prepare you how to discuss salary, how to speak, how to introduce yourself using the sit and the star approach, how to optimize, how to job match. Yes, let me tell you something free of charge. Guys, you want to hear what I want to tell you free of charge? You want to hear what I want to tell you free of charge? You want to hear what I want to tell you free of charge? Do you know that you do not use the same CV to apply for different jobs? You use different CVs to apply for different jobs. And that is what we call CV job matching. That is, you match your CV to meet the requirements of a job, such that once you submit it, it is a good to go for you. I mean, the HR will literally tell you this is the exact person we are looking for. That is what we call CV job matching. So all of these, all right, are packages that you get alongside the training. Okay, so Here is the good news. Here is the good news. It is a 2 months journey. Main class is during the weekend. Saturday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Sunday, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Okay. Of course, we understand that some of you are working class, all right, and it will not make sense to eat up the time you are using to work, all right. Yes, though the aim is actually, to get better, all right, to get a better job, work remotely and the likes. But at the same time, we are very considerate. Okay, so we also have just 1 hour session during the weeks, which is on Tuesday and on Thursday. Okay, and these sessions, I mean, this particular one now is session for questions. You have any question, you reach out. Okay, you just come to the session and ask all the questions tech related, what you are doing, you're having an issue, debug issue. Now, that does not mean that your instructors are not available during the week. They are very much available. But this session is when you come together to ask collective questions. Okay, and maybe you want to make requests, you want to do whatever. All right, so that is it here. So now another thing you also get is, you get this accreditation benefits. Analytics business, okay, is accredited with the American Council of Training and Development. That is what we call the ACTD, okay, which means the certificate you'll be getting from Analytics business, okay, is accredited. That is the meaning. And that means that, there is nowhere you will take this certificate to and it is not recognized. It is a recognized certificate. Okay, it is a recognized certificate. So these are, some few job boards that will be introducing you to, all right? And that is exactly it. So I have a good news for you guys. I have a good news for you. So who wants to listen? Who wants to hear the good news? Who wants to hear the good news? All of these are profiles and of course testimonials. This is a testimonial from Judith. You can also see testimonial from Ene, right? Ojaide, right? That is, and that's also, all of these are testimonial. But I have a good news for you. And what exactly is the good news? Okay, what exactly is the good news? Will you let this one sleep this time? Will you let this sleep this time? Now, how many of us are aware of the International Women's Day coming up? I think we should even celebrate our women here. Our women, our ladies here. I need to celebrate it because that is the reason why I am here, sincerely. Okay? That is the reason why I am here. I am celebrating all the women here, sincerely. I have a wife, and I need to tell you that I must celebrate you guys because you guys are doing fantastically well. Yes. Yes. Okay. So now we want to celebrate the women. And of course, it is not this. It's just like this is very funny because this is actually International Women's Day, kind of discount that is coming up that I want to show you now. But then the guys, you also get the benefits from it. So congratulations to the guys too. Okay, congratulations to the guys too. All right. So now we have International Women's Day, and this period, okay, this period we're having, I mean, the slashest of all slashes. Let me put it that way. I don't know what grammar I can use to qualify, but then I mean the slashest of all slashes. Now, if you had come to me 1 week ago, 2 weeks ago, I will tell you something very strange. Okay, but now there is a good news for you. Okay, so just like I said, all right, just like I said, we have so many packages for you, and these packages that we have for you, the normal worth for these packages, I mean the total real value of this package, you can see them: live training, weekly mentorship, capstone project, CV review and revamp, LinkedIn optimization, Upwork profile setup, interview prep, reference letter, on-job support, ACTD accreditation, alumni community, Tuesday support, which is technical support. Okay, all of this on the norms. Okay, it is worth 980,000 naira, but you don't have to pay. In fact, you don't even have to pay the 1/3 of this 980,000 naira. Okay, yes, first time that I know men benefit from women program. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to you for being here. You are the chosen, Oluwasegun. All right, Olusegun, you are the chosen. All right. So now, all of this is the total value for what you have here is 980,000 naira. But guys, here's the good news. Here's the good news. Here's the good news. The good news is this. Okay. The good news is this. Okay. On the norms, in normal, in other training organizations, I have passed through them before. This is, they do not even go step, they do not even go forward than this. Okay. After they give you your certificates, they did not give you recorded videos, no instructor access. You don't have access to instructor after the program. There is no mentorship. There is no career support. That is no on-job support. Okay. They give you generic CV certificates, right? They just go to Canva, they design a PDF for certificate for you and the likes, okay? And you are also on your own after. There is no form of on-job support. But here, this one, check. Guaranteed. This one, checked. Guaranteed. This one, checked. Guaranteed. Analytics business, checked. Optimization, Upwork, interview prep, checked. Okay, all of these are checked at analytics business. And this is what we do here. This is what we do here. So now, this is the major discussion of this time now. Guys, if you really want to start, I have just 20 people I want to give these slots to. 20 people, just 20 people. Guys, just 20 people. Okay. The normal value, guys, if you want to pick one, just tell me one. Okay, just tell me one instantly. I know that, oh, you are picking the first slot. I have just 20 slots available. Okay. You don't have to pay 980,000 naira. Okay, which is the total for the value for everything. Okay, and our normal price, okay, without having the International Women's Day sales, okay, without having the International Women's Day discount, our normal price is 250,000 naira. Sincerely, if you had come here, okay, if I had met with you 1 week ago, I would tell you it's 250,000 naira. Sincerely, I will tell you it's 250,000 naira. But you are so fortunate, okay? You are extremely so fortunate is an understatement, okay? Extremely fortunate to be here, all right? And then, okay, you do not have to pay 250,000 naira. What you have to pay is 100,000 naira, and you have the benefits, of what is worth 980,000 naira, guys. Just okay, I think I have a DM now. All right, so I'm going to drop my number here. All right, you can send me a message as well. All right, so guys, 100,000 naira, and you have, trust me, guys, you cannot get this anywhere. That is just the truth. That is just the truth. That is just the truth. Okay, you cannot get this anywhere. I'm going to give you time to speak if you want to ask some questions. Oluwasegun, interesting. That is really nice. Okay, so guys, AI in DA, in data analytics, AI in HR, okay, in content creation, you want to monetize. Trust me, I can tell you for a fact, that in your first month, when you get the job, you will earn times 10, okay, of what interesting. Ahmad is interested. I am mad. Okay, you are interested. All right, so that is really amazing. There will be a form, all right, that you should fill, all right, okay, or probably you can just send me a DM, or at the same time, I'm going to display the account details. Just secure your slots. Now, this is the payment plan. Now you can see Blessing is sending something to the chat box, okay? Blessing is sending to the chat box, okay? Now, the thing is, you do not have to pay this 100,000 at once. You can pay installmentally, which means 50,000 naira now, and that means Ahmad has been able to secure a slot. That means I am reserving a seat for Ahmad. That is simply the meaning of that. Okay, so 50,000 naira now, and in the next 30 days, all right, you can balance your payment, and at the same time, you can pay once. No issues. You can pay once, and we do not have, in fact, you will see the value, you will get the value of what you are paying for. Okay, On a norms, our normal installment is 125,000 2 times. But now you are even getting, I don't know what's the percentage of this. Okay, that is over 50% slash in the price of the normal price. Okay, so Ahmad, all right, I need you to, you know, to secure your slot. At the same time, I'm going to drop my number here. Okay, so you can just chat up this number. Now you can see the number on the you know, on the chat box as well. You can just chat up the number, reserve a seat for me, okay, and make your payment before it is exhausted. All right, I can see somebody wants to chat me up. You can also chat me up. All right, that is my number. Okay, that is my number there in the chat box. So 50,000 around now, all right, and in the next 30 days, you also make your balance payment of 50,000 naira. So when you pay 50,000 naira, you'll be added to the classroom. You have access for the next 1 month to the classroom. Okay, we are not going to disturb you. You enjoy the program, and trust me, you'll be very convinced. Even before you will be requested to pay the next 50,000 naira, you have already paid your payment. You have paid your balance. That is what it means. Yes, I can give you my words. Chiamaka, what's up? What's going on? Hi, Chiamaka. Okay, have you reserved? I cannot view. All right. So Chiamaka, I got this now. Just hold on. My name on LinkedIn. Okay, I'm going to give you my name on LinkedIn. So just check for this name. You will be Pius. Okay, that is my name on LinkedIn. You can check me out. All right, that is it on LinkedIn. So Ahmad, what's up? Have you been able to secure your slot? So okay, I can see somebody is chatting me up. Somebody is chatting me up. Just a minute, please. Okay. All right. Cool. Okay. Cool. I can see somebody is requesting for a seat here. Okay. So I'm just going to respond to that. All right. So guys, please, I need you to secure your slots and don't make this opportunity slip off. I mean, don't make this opportunity slip. Okay. So I'm going to take some questions. If you have some questions for me, you can just raise your hand. Okay. You can just raise your hand. Hi, Shalom. What's up? Shalom, are you there? Hi, Shalom. Are you there? Shalom, what's up? Ayodele Chiamaka. Moses. Yeah, what's up, Moses? You can speak to me. Hi, Moses. Okay, so now you can see the account details here. Just make payments of 50,000 naira. All right, here is the account details. Okay, and that means you have decided to reserve a seat for yourself. Okay, yes, I should release the mic, please. Admin Blessing, can you help me release the mic? Okay, interesting. So please send your payment receipts, very important as well. Okay, send your payment receipts. Okay, send your payment receipts. Amzat, send your payment receipts. Okay, to that number. Ahmed, send your payment receipt to that number. Okay, so Blessing, can you help me, you know, grant access receipt to be sent soon? That's amazing. Interesting, Ahmed. Congratulations. Please, I need you to give some flowers to Ahmed. Ahmed has made a very great step. Chiamaka wants to speak. So a couple of people want to ask questions. Okay, so has the mic been released? Hi, Blessing, can you help with the mic? Okay, you can go on now. So let me speak to Moses. Hi, Moses, your hand came up. Moses, what's up? Hi, Moses. Okay, Chiamaka, you can have the mic, please. Hi, Chiamaka, can you speak? Okay, can't still speak. Just a minute, Moses. Just a minute, Moses. Just a minute, Moses. So you need to unmute yourself. Okay, you need to unmute yourself. Right? You need to unmute yourself.
All right. Can you hear me?
So just a minute. I'm sure yeah, okay,
Can you hear me
interesting.
now?
You can now unmute. Hi, Chiamaka, you can speak now.
This is Moses. Can I speak? Moses, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, thank you very much, Pius, for the class this night. I really appreciate. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Um, I just wanted to get clarity concerning the app that was created using Lovable.
Okay.
So my knowledge of creating website is that you need to host it. So I
Okay.
just want to understand with this app being built for somebody that wants to say, okay, let me just build an app to to sell my products or to do whatever. How how will you host it? And and some hosting requires you to pay a certain amount of money yearly, monthly, quarterly, depending on the plan that they have. So, given that case, now how do you now maintain it using this platform that's uploadable that you are building your app on?
All
That's
right.
one. Then
Interesting.
secondly, secondly, an app built manually and app built with AI. What's the difference? Which one is better? Is there differences? Is there difficulties? Which one is better? Would that be challenge if someone should go the route of AI? Just throw more light so that maybe some of us can benefit. Thank you.
All right. Interesting question. Okay. So let me come from your second question. Difference between a manually built app and AI, generated app. All right. So virtually, basically, all right, there is no difference. Okay. In fact, I would prefer an app that is built, okay, with AI because I can streamline it to what I want. If you are building it manually, okay, there are some form of, there are some sort of, interactions using JavaScript that you might not be able to achieve. And even at all, if at all you'll be able to, okay, to take you series of days for you to action that out. But just with a prompt, there is a course, there is a particular topic you will take, okay, irrespective of the program you are taking here, which is prompt engineering. What exactly is prompt engineering? Prompt engineering is an art, is a craft. Let me put it that way, because it is a craft that you need to develop, okay, on how to prompt and get the desired results you want. So there's a way you tune your prompt to get your desired results. You want your interaction to be, in this particular way, in this particular view, okay? You want the tabs to show this way. You want to use these colors, all right, because these are the colors of your logo or of your company, okay? So all of these are easy, super easy with AI. So basically, uh, okay, there are no difference, okay? And to host it is very simple, okay? What you need is just the source code, okay? And in fact, just like I said, if you are joining the AI for, for web development, which is the vibe coding, okay? We also teach you how you can even put your apps on Play Store and earn from it, which is monetizing your applications, okay? Monetizing your application. So that is exactly how it works here. Okay, so you have to sit down and say, oh, do you want to build an app that will take you weeks, or that you can easily get a prototype and even develop it? All right, and you have a source code, you can translate this app into HTML files. Yes, that is the truth. Then you can, make some tweaks, make some changes, however you want it, and you publish it, you monetize it, and you get your cool cash. That is just it. Moses, is that Moses? I've answered your question. Champ, that's Moses?
Yes, that's Moses. I don't know if you got the part of the hosting. I know I've forgotten the is it domain change, all those hosting sites. I don't is it will you pay
Exactly.
all those sites? Will you pay those sites to host your would you need to pay those sites to host your website if you don't want to use it by yourself? The yearly maintenance, how do you go about it? That's the part I really want to get.
Okay, so basically, all right, here at the analytics business, we actually have a lot that we can share with you, okay, regarding hosting. Of course, there are some domains, okay, that you need to pay for, all right, and the likes, basically, okay. But then you will be enlightened on which is best regarding the payments and the structure. Okay. Now it is not just about payments. Of course, there are some AI tools that you also have to pay, but those ones we'll be using for the program are entirely free. I mean, entirely free. Okay. So for the vibe coding, I am sure they should also have something related to free that they will enlighten you to, or they can tell you that, oh, this is encouraged, use this, and use that. Does that make sense, Moses? Does that make sense? But trust me, you can just mark my words down, just pen it down. That it is worth it. That is just it. It is worth it. Okay. So Moses, I need to ask you: Are you interested in the the vibe coding?
Definitely, because I've been trained by analytics. That's like 4 years ago. So I just want to focus on what I already know. As when Adesa was handling the training, so
That's
we
really
thought of
cool.
data analytics. So just want to build on that.
All right, that's really cool. That's really cool. So when I look into secure slots in,
You hear from me.
already have you already have an idea. All right, it will make absolute sense and definitely be able to leverage AI on on what you already know. So when are you going to secure your slots? So I need you to actually do that if you can, if possible.
All right. Thank you. I will you definitely hear from me.
All right, please work on it. Okay, do you want me to follow up?
Yeah, what, why not? You can.
All right. So please, you can just hit me up. That is my number. All right. I'm personally interested in you, Moses. Okay. We might have some projects we'll be working on together as well. All right. Hi, Chiamaka. You're unmuted already, so you can just speak.
Good evening, sir.
Hi. Good evening, Chiamaka.
Okay, my question is the websites that are built with this lovable, is it editable? Like, how can you edit it in case if you want to put in your brand's picture and is it editable?
Yes, it is very much editable. Okay. I can pass lovable, my logo. All right. I can give it some full detail and I ask it to make the tweaks. Okay. And of course, I can also get the source code. All right, the source code, I mean, which is the HTML plus the CSS plus the JavaScript it has combined together to build that website. Okay, then I can also restructure it to what I want. All right, that is exactly how it works. It is, from the generative aspect of things, you can edit it. That is you asking it to make the changes based on what you want, or you taking the code and also making the changes yourself. So from the both angles, it actually works. Do you get that, Chamaka? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Thank you.
All right. So are you looking forward to the vibe coding aspect of things too?
No, I'm a new data analyst actually. I just finished taking a course there, so I am interested in the generating AI for data analytics.
Okay. So have you secured your slots?
I haven't. I'm still kind of because I just finished the course that I finished that I took, I paid for it as well. Just that I wasn't taught the AI aspect. So
All right.
going into data analyst again, paying for the same thing again, just the AI, I don't know. I just need to think through.
Sincerely, I understand how you feel. But trust me, it is worth it. I have series of students, series, not one, not two. Okay, I have series, I have series of students. Okay, just a minute, please. Can you hear me? Can you hear
Yeah,
me, please?
I
All
can.
right. So I have series of students that I have trained as a data analyst before. At the same time, they still even come to enroll for the generative aspect of things. So trust me, it actually makes sense. If you taste it, you will love it. You will love it. That's what I mean. All right. So Chiamaka, I'm looking forward to you want to speak?
No, I can hear you now.
All right, cool. So I'm looking forward to see you in the generative AI for the program, right? Yes. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you can hit me up. You can hit me up. All right. You can hit me up. Then let's converse from there as well. Hi Moses. Okay, Moses, your hand is still up. Okay, do you
Uh,
still have
I
further
just
questions?
I just connected with you on LinkedIn. Maybe you can just just follow, just connect back with.
All
I
right,
appreciate it.
absolutely, I will. All right, I will absolutely. All right. So Philip, hi Philip, what's up? Have you secured your slots? Do you want to ask me questions?
I've not secured yet. Yeah, I want to ask a question. Good evening, and thank you for a great section thus far, right? Yeah, I'm asking my question based on the testimony of the guy that switched from audit to AI automation engineering,
Automation.
right?
Mhm.
Yeah, so I'm a compliance officer. Right now, I'm thinking of diverting or trading the parts of blockchain and cryptocurrency compliance analyst, right? But having heard that testimony, I said, okay, let me ask, in what way can analytics or that part of AI automation engineering aid my career switch or augmentation?
All right, interesting. Okay, so there are actually so many ways. Okay, there are so many ways. Okay, now the question is, what challenge or what problems do you want to solve in that regard? Okay, and I can tell you that, oh, this is how AI, okay, can actually help you solve that problem. Okay, why you consider the auto.
In case you're speaking, I can't hear you.
All right. So, Lawrence, was it your question Pius was answering?
Yes, it was my question.
All right, please, can you take that again?
All right, I asked that currently I'm a compliance officer thinking of trading the parts of blockchain and cryptocurrency compliance analyst. All right, and having heard a testimony of the guy that switched from audit to AI automation engineering. So I'm curious to ask if I'm to enroll, how can analytics or the AI augment my new career and paths? That was my question.
Okay, so
Thank
when
you.
you say new career or path, you mentioned you're currently in compliance. So do you want to switch totally from compliance into a new field, or are you looking for how AI can be integrated in what you do currently?
Yeah, so that's why it's what I mean by trading is, yeah, a regular compliance I'm doing, but that part of cryptocurrency and blockchain that also deals with compliance, right? So I'm trying to augment that part in my current role.
Okay, okay,
You get
okay.
that now? Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Okay, Pius, are you back? Or should I take that? Hi, Pius. If you're
Yeah.
speaking, you're muted. Okay. Did you get Lawrence's
Two.
question?
Yes, I got his question. In fact, I was answering the question. I never knew I was out. Okay, so Lawrence, here it is. Okay, so from the compliance, the blockchain aspect of things, I was saying, okay, that we have, an instructor that also